This is a story about more than education. It's a story of transforming lives, overcoming challenges, and creating opportunities.
Building Industry Leaders was started in 2014. It was the brainchild of Josh Goad. He created this organization as a cooperation with Boys and Girls Club and Urban Land Institute of Dallas-Fort Worth. It was created so that we could teach students about the professional industries of the corporate real estate world, and they also could learn professional skills that could help them work within our region and learn about professions that they may not know existed before this program. This program is important for these students as most of them have not heard of the professions that we're teaching them about. Civil engineers, landscape architects, architecture, interior design, finance, development. We need that next generation to come in and bring new, fresh ideas, and we're excited to have them work alongside us in the future.
The professionals and mentors that are involved have consistently said that we wish we had this when we were growing up. This conglomerate of professionals, from architects, landscape architects, construction managers, developers, all in one room to answer the type of questions that these kids have. And to get that exposure at that age just opens up the opportunities and opens up the mindset to the possibilities that they can obtain if they go down the same career path that we chose.
It's my role to help get the students exposed to these different career paths, as well as, help make sure that they're excited about it, get them all here on time. I love this program because not only are the kids learning things about, landscaping and architecture and engineering, they're also, competing for some scholarship dollars where they can go on to college and continue in those same paths.
We are continuing to grow at a population rate that our industry cannot necessarily support. So how do we encourage students that are coming out into a secondary education? Ultimately, our goal is to partner with any organization that has high school students or even middle school students willing to learn, willing to participate, and wanting to encourage not only their internal growth, but each other.
Building Industry Leaders is a unique program in that it is 2 semesters long that follows the students throughout their school year. In the fall, we teach them about the different disciplines within the corporate real estate world, and then in the spring, they actually complete a project. So our curriculum changes from year to year. We hope that the students are within the program for 4 years, starting as a freshman up to senior. We want them to work on a project that's different year in and year out. We've got some that are restaurant focused, hotel focused, entertainment focused, something that gives them a little bit of variety as they move through the program.
I think diversity makes our designs better. I have personally and frequently just forgotten about things like public transportation being so important or accessibility being so important. And I think a lot of that comes from my background of not needing to consider public transportation and not needing to consider accessibility with design, but having people that have those experiences and can speak to those often means that we are designing for them at the forefront of our mind and not as an afterthought or an add-on.
There are so many people that are not represented in the community, and I think coming to places like Building Industry Leaders and bringing professionals in, explaining not only what we do and how we've been successful, we help to give a roadmap for these students so that we can help to diversify what our industry looks like in the future.
We've impacted over 200 students, logging more than 400 volunteer hours annually, a testament to the unwavering commitment of ULI members who are changing lives.
My time here has opened me up to plenty other opportunities. I've thought about architectural engineering, first of all, because it's a really good pay rate and you can get a lot from it. But it's also to be able to make places for other people.
I look at buildings differently now. Every time I go to work to a house with my father, I look at everything. I look at the lights, how colors are placed. I look at very small things engineers do and architects do to change the world.
It makes me feel more confident in myself. BIO is a great place to learn things about interior design, civil engineer, construction, and finance.
When you say, hey, what is a realtor? You may say, oh, they just sell a house, that's all they do. But it's more than just selling house. It's always a behind story of somebody else's career because you're not inside the field right now and you wouldn't know. So I just think it's a very good new learning process because you never can stop learning.
I think the project that they're given is rather challenging for someone who has no background at all. And then by the end of it, they come up with impressive projects and, good solid presentations. And it's cool to see their progress throughout that. And I hope, if anything, they realize that when they see something in their life that's intimidating, that they can accomplish it and they can conquer it.
We look at it as a development opportunity where they're developing their hard and soft skills. So they're developing skills in architecture, construction, financial planning, project management, but they're also developing their soft skills, working together as a team, working with their mentors, managing their time, committing to their time. Some of them are with me for 6 hours by the time I pick them up from the branch and drop them back. So they are committing to this program, and that's amazing to see.
Having done this for 5 years, I've met students when they were freshmen, some of them when they were 8th graders, and seeing where they are when they graduate from school, I just realized that it really helps them to develop a sense of self and a sense of purpose.
I feel more comfortable now because, it's been a while since y'all been putting us in front of a lot of people. So it's just we're getting more trust on talking to other people. I really recommend y'all to join this program because it's not just gonna help y'all on the future, it'll help y'all to talk to more people, get to know more people, get more context. I don't really communicate with new people. I'm normally quiet, but they just give me confidence to talk and to participate.
So our students come from all walks of life, and so our goal is to not only encourage them go to a higher education, but also come back to their community, encourage their community, develop their community, and see that full circle spectrum of growth in that space.
I think we've had several young people who come in and they may have zero interest in any of those careers, but they keep coming because they establish great relationships with these mentors and they're still able to get a lot from the program.
We have the best leaders. It's all positivity, and if you have a problem with it, just ask, because they're always here to help you, no matter what.
I really enjoy hearing them out and seeing how they got to where they got. They ask me those questions that I don't get asked at school. It makes me feel like they want to see me, they believe in me.
I'd definitely like to be a mentor, to help other kids out too. And maybe they might be in the same situation I'm in. Maybe their social interactions aren't that great. I'd be able to go out there and help them.
With Building Industry Leaders, an integral part is having adults talk with teenagers. And so for the most part, they are talking about architecture and construction, but when they're having dinner or during downtime or while the teens are waiting to get picked up, the conversations I'm hearing are, where do you want to go to school? Oh, I went to school there. When you get there, you should do this. And so they're connecting with them. This just helps them get exposed to that extra level of professionalism.
The impact goes beyond graduation. Through their dedication, ULI volunteers inspired scholarship contributions that have grown more than $160,000 since 2014 for higher education, ensuring that dreams aren't held back by financial constraints. 74% of students who receive scholarships through the program pursue higher education within 5 years.
This year, I'm coming for the scholarship money.
They can win scholarships every year. Can you imagine getting a scholarship after scholarship after scholarship after scholarship? You may have a free ride to a university just through our program.
After high school, I am thinking about going to college, and I'm thinking about doing structural engineering. I'm excited to have a scholarship and to use the knowledge that they have taught me in this program.
It's hard for kids to understand what the benefits are going to be. So if we can get them in the door and they can hear that first introduction, they can hear that first session, they can meet the first group of mentors, that's where we capture their attention, and that's where it's really successful.
This program right here has been the most amazing program that anybody can ever offer. It done helped me change my whole mindset, and it will change your mindset too.
I encourage anybody that's interested in being a mentor to the kids at the Boys and Girls Club through Building Industry Leaders should definitely do it. The kids are hungry for the knowledge, and we want to provide that to them. If you don't do it, who will, especially if you're already in the industry, you have influence. You never know who you could touch and who you could inspire. I'm sure at some point within everybody's professional journey, somebody reached out and gave you a helping hand, gave you mentorship, gave you a leg up. So that's why I think it's good for us to give back, just to ensure that future professionals have that same advantage that we had and they can truly become industry leaders one day.
It's always encouraging as a volunteer to not only see the students' eyes light up, but come out of their shell and see that growth from a public speaking standpoint. It just clicking in their minds of, oh my gosh, that's what that means, or being able to get on their artistic side, developing models or coloring or coming up with these sketches of their projects that they're working on every year and presenting it ultimately to a client.
I personally enjoy giving back and trying to teach other people that, and hopefully one day maybe one of them will be like, oh yeah, I want to be a structural engineer, and then we'll connect on LinkedIn and we'll be like, wow, look at that, full circle.
A lot of times we get focused on the next step of our career and getting busy with the hustle and bustle of day in and day out, and we don't take a moment to step back and look into the future and who is going to be the future of our career, who's going to take your role when you retire. And so I think it's really important to educate students and bring them into the professions that you're passionate about.
I get a sense of fulfillment having the opportunity to interact with the students and just tell them how I got to where I'm at, and really get to tell the story of how I paved my way to where I'm at now, and let them know that there are multiple ways to achieve what you want to do in life. The best way to learn is through teaching, and so I think through at least the 2 years that I've had an opportunity to work with the students, I've learned more even just about myself and my job.
They are just so joyful and so eager to do what I would very frequently consider work. I have had a lot of opportunities to learn about what civil engineering is like and what land development is like, but it's been incredible to watch students who maybe don't know what a dimension is or don't know how to measure things kind of figure that out. I've really enjoyed this program. A lot of times it doesn't even feel like volunteering, which is the awesome part. I feel like I'm learning a lot too alongside of them.
It's great to be a mentor so that I can show them that anyone can be successful in any industry, but especially in the AEC industry. It's exciting to kind of talk to them and get them to tell me a little bit about what they want to get out of life. Obviously, at the end of 8 or 9 hours, I'm exhausted. It still feels great to come here and spend 2 or 3 hours with these students. It just kind of reinvigorates me, and it makes me excited, and it makes me realize that the built environment is very impactful, and it's great to see that these students will hopefully be a part of that in the future. I think that volunteering is important. We do it because we want to help other people. It makes me feel good about myself, and I just enjoy doing it. I enjoy not having to be professional. I enjoy being able to be a mentor. I enjoy being able to be a teacher and, like I said, being kind of a role model for these students. Building Industry Leaders has been a really great outlet for me. I've always enjoyed volunteering, but we have so many requirements in our lives, and determining what's important, I've discovered that Building Industry Leaders is one of those organizations that it was important that I be here and that I be present and that I allocate my time and my energy into helping these students.
Our volunteer base comes from civil engineers, landscape architects, developers. We have finance folks in the banking industry. We have interior designers, and then we also have general contractors.
Please volunteer, please join us, please give back to your community in some way. That's all I can ask.
My hope for the future of Building Industry Leaders is that we're in every district council throughout the United States. Right now, we are in a handful of district councils within Texas, and we're in talks with other states. It's really easy to replicate this program throughout. We've got student packets, volunteer packets. We'll have the support of myself and the expansion team, as well as DFW ULI.
The goal of the program is to encourage higher education, whether it be a trade school, a community college, a university, any type of growth in that can come back to the industry, but it doesn't even have to be industry related. We would just love folks to have the opportunity to have higher education education if they would like to do so. And they may not have that opportunity now, but through the program, through our scholarship opportunities, they have that choice.
Get your kids signed up as soon as possible. They make it very, very easy to partner with, and they bring some amazing volunteers with some great companies, and they're gonna teach your kids some great things.
There's such a need for more people to be a part of this industry, and we need everyone from PhDs doing research to welders, to people that want to go to a 4-year degree, people that want to sit behind a computer, to people that want to be out on the job site. So it's a very diverse industry, and I think it can cover a lot of people's interests and desires for their job.
Our goal is to continue to work with Boys and Girls Club, but also partner with other organizations across the U.S.
Say yes, do it. I can't say enough positive things about it. The Building Industry Leaders program has truly made an impact in these young adult lives, and I can't wait to see where they go from here.
We are so thankful for everyone that has donated their time, their energy, their effort, and their scholarship money to our students for higher education opportunities, including trade schools.
If you want to help shape the next generation of leaders in the AEC industry, contact your local ULI and tell them that you want to be involved with Building Industry Leaders.